Hey everybody, Xdesign 101 here. Today we're going to be starting the tutorials to our dialogue and quest series. It should probably be just one video, but we'll probably talk more about it in other videos as well as we continue on the series. But for now, let's just zoom in right into our three custom characters here, our player and the two NPCs that we set up in our previous tutorial. Okay. I'm still kind of coughing a lot, so you'll probably notice random pauses depending on the video. I apologize for that, but I am muting it so that you don't kill your ears. Well, I don't kill your ears. There we go. So I'm going to drag out of the way our merchant, because he's not really what we're working with right now, and we're also going to want to drag away our character just a little bit. Give him kind of close, because it's kind of... But our warrior princess will be a quest giver. So we got to make sure that everything's good to go. Yeah, everything is completely fine. I don't need to change anything. Okay, now all we really need to do is add a Ply Block, so you can just search Ply, add Ply Blocks, or find it manually through the Plygame. Now when you have Ply Blocks, all you have to do is open Ply Blocks here. Add a state, then an event. This event is going to be Ply RPG actor on interact, and we're going to do that again for on interact stopped, or one second. Yeah, on interact stopped, I was right. Cool. So in the on interact, what we're going to want it to do is nothing right now because we actually don't have anything set up, so ha. Let's work on everything else, but we now have our princess here ready to chat. So, well, start the chat and open a dialogue. I don't want to put the blocks in because it's no point without anything else, but anyway, we're going to click on our DiaQ. So it's normally called dialogue quest in long form, but they call it the DiaQ. So you open that, let's stretch it out if it's not already big for you. See, we have no graphs, so the graphs are pretty much your chats, you know what I mean? So let's put a graph here. We're going to want to name the graph, so this graph is going to have anything to do with dialogue and quests for the princess. So it's the warrior princess, so warrior princess. This is already the dialogue and quest area, so you don't need to really put any emphases to notice that that's what it is. So we'll just put warrior princess, and then in our start we have these nodes here. So let's explain what some of these nodes are for you guys here. This first node is a condition. If you put a condition in, you're pretty much asking if something is true or false, and if it's true, you're going to branch off this way. If it's false, you're going to branch off this way. This is a good way to add a lot of feel to your quests if you do it right, you know what I mean? It's easier to explain more or less with the condition when I'm actually using it, so we'll get back to the condition block, but basically you now know what it does. We have our send message block, which is, pretty simple. We want to send a message, so we would send the message, so get the target object, we need to get the target object, and then send message, the method name, and then provider, and then we'd probably want to send the message via DiaQ named graph, and we can add it to a graph or a quest, or we can do Ply Blocks and send it into a Ply Blocks, the message, you know what I mean? So normally I don't use the send message, but we will definitely touch up more on it when we start making our more advanced quests. Right now we're going to stick with some pretty basic stuff like the condition block and everything else. So let's start designing the quests. We keep our start node here because as soon as we interact with the player, when we set that up, it's going to load the dialogue for us and load this particular dialogue. So let's find the quest status block, which is the question mark image up here. The quest status block pretty much starts off the quest. Depending on how you want your NPC to chat, so let's say you want your NPC to have like a start chat at all times. So we'll grab a dialogue, which is the little chat bubbles right here. So every time you start an interaction with the princess, it'll first go into, and then you click on it and everything becomes in the inspector. That's how you edit it. I should probably note that for you guys. But the dialogue text here will change the text that's in here. Now basically, if the character is going to be like this, you would probably do "Good morning. How are you doing?" Or "How may I help you?" "Good morning. How may I help you?" Now, you would add conditions. So click back on your dialogue here. You could add responses. So we'll add 2 responses. Let's see here. We want a quest. So we're gonna go. Do you need anything? Just something small. And then we have our other one, which we're going to be like, talk to you later. So now we take our quest status. When you say do you need anything, we'll click on this little arrow here. It'll now connect to this arrow here so that they can join. So when you click on this button, that'll show in the dialogue. I will show you the dialogue actually right now so these guys aren't confused. Let's go into the RPG UI. Yes, we will save. Now that we're within the RPG UI. Dialogue. So this is what the dialogue page looks like. I don't like it being on the side there, so feel free to click on these. It's kind of like an anchor, but I'm pretty sure it's like a secondary anchor. It's like an anchor presets. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna set that to the middle, and then I'm gonna zero out the x-axis. Now then, our text, this is very plain. We could always alter this at some point. We will be doing a complete GUI tutorial. Well, UGUI tutorial, because Unity GUI, that's what we're using here, including with the sample UI. So the sample UI is a good thing you want to use if you want to really do everything like custom yourself kind of thing. But like I was saying at one point, I will be doing a Inventory Pro tutorial side branch of this at some point. Just want to finish up and get everybody up to speed with pretty much most of the stuff they want for their game or optional stuff. So back to our quest editor here. Let's grab this, click back on Warrior Princess. So when we click on this, these buttons that you see right here, do you need anything and talk to you later, will actually show up in these 3 buttons that are here. So that's good to go. And they're long enough, it'll fit the amount of text that I put here. And you can't really, well, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it unless you work with the buttons here and then set the text to be 2-lined if it needs to be. Yeah, let's continue. We're going to grab another dialogue to finish off, talk to you later. And have a great day, my knight. And then the responses. You know, I'm actually really bad with the responses. I don't know why. I just want to say something simple like okay or alright or yes ma'am or something. I don't know. I'm really bad with it. I'll just go with, I want to say sweet. Okay, we'll say sweet. That's what we'll do. We'll say sweet. We'll do that. We'll do that. So, you know what? I'll say sweet. Thanks, princess. There you go. That works. Sweet. Thanks, princess. Alright, you know what? How about I just get rid of sweet? I just wanted to laugh a little bit. That's all. Now it's gonna straight up end. If it doesn't, then we will work with triggers to trigger the end and close of the dialogue correctly. So, I'll keep it like this. It's not really. We can drag it if we need to. Alright, so now let's get back to explaining the quest status. When the quest is unknown, so you do not know the quest, you first talk to the person, it's the first time he or she has said the good morning, how may I help you, and you clicked, do you need anything? Now, it's going to say whatever comes out of this unknown, and then we're also going to want to branch off its taking of the quest. But first we want to create most of the rest of the dialogue. But, so in unknown, we're going to grab another dialogue. We're going to pop it in here. Stretch this just a little bit under so we can see our inspector perfectly. In our dialogue, we're going to be like, thanks for coming, my knight. Thanks for coming, my knight. We need to defeat the evil samurai that's wandering the green plain. You know what, we'll just put period there. Now, we're going to give two options. One, you know, to go ahead and just do it. And so we're going to want to let's do something, you know, I shall defeat him. And then I'll be back. Or I could always say I'm a wimp, but no. Let's say something like, gonna stock up. Gonna stock up. Or, well, I'll just go be right back. Gotta stock up. You know what? This isn't Facebook or anything, so let's actually spell our shit right? Alright, so be right back should end. If not, like I said, we'll make that trigger. So I shall defeat him. Now let's add another dialogue, kind of giving them that explanation kind of status. But we're going to kind of go based off of a scroll scheme, so you are a true warrior. You are a true warrior. Oh, fine. 2 W's. Oops, my bad for the language, guys. You are a true warrior. Take this scroll and return once complete. Once you defeat the evil samurai. Oh, look, I'm adding stuff to this. I shall return. Gotta capitalize that I over there. At this point, we want to kind of like force him. We don't need to force him into the quest. We could actually alternate and be like, you know what? You know, I'm not ready. And now, boom, right here. I'm not ready. We'll just end again. You know, this way the guy just has plenty of option to give up in the middle of quest. He just wanted to like read what's going on. Now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna want to find the apostrophe. Well, no, that's the exclamation. So the accept quest. And we want to put that right at the end of I shall return princess. Now we don't actually have a quest, so let's just leave that as is. Scroll our mouse up to the top here where our highlighted warrior princess label is. We're gonna click actually on the star for the DiaQ quest editor. We will just drag this up a little bit. We don't need it as big as that. We're gonna add a quest. As you can see, it's a little bit self-explanatory, but some of the metadatas are a little bit so we need a condition, and then we'll probably add a few rewards. The thing is that we don't have much set up into the game or anything yet. I believe we don't even have items yet. Yeah, there's no items. So, rewards wouldn't be the most efficient. Like, I can give XP reward. We'll give the XP reward. We can do that. So let me get rid of this first reward. Provider, Ply RPG. We can do currency and XP. Well, any attribute. We can do item, but I have no items, as we can see here. There's no items. So our first one will be attribute. We'll do experience. And then in our value, we don't want 1 here. We want this to be like 250 for the first quest, you know, something small. Or 500 because it'll help you level up a little faster instead of all those little baby monsters. Let's add one more reward here. We can do currency. The currency won't show just yet for us, but it'll be going into the account. We can check it out from the inspector, but we will edit our bag to show us the currency in another video when we start editing our sample UI and other stuff to add those other features that it's lacking. So let's give this guy 1,000. Let's put a random number here. 1,492 gold. The quest text. Now, because I said you are a true warrior. Ooh, I didn't spell scroll right. Take this scroll. Oh shit. Grab this. We're still good to go. Now we're gonna put all our quest details in here. So the quest name should already be listed. If not, then we can go ahead and put the quest name in there later on. But let's get all the details here. Locate and kill the evil samurai. We can the evil samurai can be found wandering the green plain. It's that's how you no. There we go. That's closer. At least it doesn't spell plane like airplane. I believe I spelled that somewhere else, guys. I think I said plane one other spot. Yeah, right here. Alright, we're good. We fixed it. We're all good now, guys. Yeah, he's wandering the green plane. Where's the plane? I don't see the plane. All I see is a green plane on the floor, but it's not a plane. People would be so confused. Holy shit, I just made myself laugh way more than I probably should have. Why? I don't know. Alright, guys, let's continue this. The evil samurai can be found wandering the green plane. Dot. Now let's add our, award, completion awards. We don't need 2 D's in there. So we want 1,492. Was that experience? No, it's currency. Gold. And then 500 experience. So EXP 500. Oh, wow. You know, I'd probably like to have the... Shit. Okay. Fuck it then. Well, I'm missing some stuff, so anyway, so we're gonna say, thanks for coming, my knight. We need to defeat the evil samurai. Evil samurai can be found wander the green plane, not like airplane, don't worry. Now we want our completion awards. Gold 1,940. No, I mean 492. Our EXP. Make it look decent. You know what I mean? Like everything you do, you should always do it with a little bit of style, so that everything looks very fluent for video game status. I'm sure most of you people who are making a game have played lots of video games, so. Be fancy. You won't really get fancy with your visuals until you're done most of that stuff. You gotta make all your shit work, and then we can get started with visuals. We're gonna start working with the terrain soon, actually. Before we do the shop UI, we're gonna do some terrain work. Not like a lot of it, but we'll do some terrain work, because I also need to explain some differences, whether or not you go to mobile platform or stay on just computer platforms. So yeah, anyway, 500 XP. That's pretty much it. At the end of here, return when complete. There we go. There no need to be a custom indent. There's no quest metadata we need to use. The quest metadata just helps us access this a little bit, kind of thing, or lets us add other shit to this, so that we have something to access within it for, like, I would assume triggers and stuff that are based off of quests only. But anyway, let's finish our conditions. So this quest name we should probably definitely rename to defeat the evil samurai. Now, killed evil samurai. That's the key. So in one word, killed evil samurai, all capitals, and we want 1 value. So that's what we're looking for to complete this quest. So now this is completely done. Go back to our accept quest, click quest, and link it to our defeat the evil samurai quest. Now we should obtain this quest. With this quest obtained now, it will show up in our quest menu, or panel. Let's drag this stuff a bit down here so it's not so much in the way. There we go. Now, once you accept the quest, you want to do a simple message. Here, only one. Please complete. Come back once you've completed your. Once you've completed the quest. Yeah, we'll just say it like that. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, let's put a period there. Make it look better. Okay, cool. I'm gonna drop this down just a little bit more. I don't have this. There we go. So once it's completed, we actually want to start a little bit of a text going on. So let's add some more text here. Yeah, there's lots of text. Lots of text. So welcome back, my knight. Totally spelled that wrong. Welcome back, my knight. I see you were successful. I probably spelled that super wrong. Okay, well, whatever. If I spelled that wrong, I spelled that wrong. I don't really want to waste time Googling this crap, so you know what I'm going for. Welcome back, my knight. I see you were successful. Indeed, my princess. We won't need this to actually do this then. What's the point of leaving this conversation? Because you're completing, there's no point in exiting the conversation. So we're just gonna drop into the next text right here. Here are your rewards for this mighty task. EXP 500. 1492. Completion award. Well, I should probably call it reward instead of award. So where else have I been calling it? Freaking award. Probably in the actual quest, eh? Yeah, completion. Rewards. There we go. Fix that. Always Control S on Windows to save often in case you know, your shit crashes. So now we want to award this. So we want to do quest reward. No. Yeah, so we want quest reward here. We will attach it to here, but first we actually have to thanks princess. Do something like that. Now we're just going to select our defeat evil samurai quest, and voila, now our do you call it Now we're going to reach the rewarded section of this, where if we wanted to make another quest, we would add some... Well, we wouldn't actually add any text to that, because if we did... no, yeah. We can we can add text to this so that she says something before she goes to the other thing, or you can just kind of zip it right next to the next quest status. I'm just going to zip it to the next quest status. So, on rewarded, you could either have her say, because if, let's say you're doing these things by updates in game, so then you're going to want to be like, next quest and new update. And then you're going to be like, okay. Or, if that's too boring for you guys, you could always add some text, be like, are you free to help with another task? Yes, and then simple no. Grab our quest status, drop it all the way down here, click our yes, bring it into our quest status, and our no should just end right away. And now we would put this into here. We don't want to actually build another quest. Well, I don't want to build another quest to waste your guys' time yet. You now know how to build one quest and link it to another quest in two different ways. And this is just going to say, wait for quest updates. Okay, and then it's going to end. And it'll stay unknown this whole time, this quest, because one, it does not have a quest in general. It's just doing a quest status. Oh, I forgot to mute. Sorry, guys. Now that first quest is good to go, we actually need to go back to our main, our demo scene here. Now we can go back. Well, we need to actually go to our monster. So grab our samurai. We need to open it on Ply Blocks, and in the on actor death, where it's changing the attribute value experience of player, we need to change attribute. No, we need to go to dialogue and quest. We need to update quest condition. And it's going to be killed evil samurai. So if you read this, it says update a quest condition of specified key with value. This affects all quest conditions that use the same condition key. So we want 1. So update quest condition, we're good to go on death. So that means if anytime I want to make other quests with the evil samurai, we can just use killed evil samurai at all times. And when we have that, so let's say we have 3 of the same quest, all I can do is just, like in World of Warcraft and all these other games, just go kill 10 of them, and I complete 3 quests because they were killing, each of them were killing a different amount of the same damn monster, which is kind of annoying in some games, but this gives you that freedom of access as well. So go ahead and save this. I'm going to save the warrior princess. I can actually. Now we can jump into our warrior princess here. Our on interact is going to want to go into our GUI. We want to show the dialogue. We also want to go into our dialogue and quest, and we want to begin graph. Put the begin graph at first, though, obviously, because you want the graph to be started before you open up the dialogue. And then we're going to show the dialogue panel. Copy the show dialogue paste it. We want to hide the dialog on interact stop, and we also want to stop graph, which we can stop the graph here. It's always better to do it at the bottom in this case because you want to hide first and then stop. Now that is working, let's save our warrior princess here. Let's go look at our character and make sure that we have a max interacts distance. I'm probably going to want to raise that to 3 just in case it's a little short. Our interact targets, okay, cool. Oops, can mouse select. Alright, cool, we're good to go, So now if we just save and run into this a little bit here, I'm pretty sure that everything is good to go. So let's new game this. I'm going to go up to her. I can just press E. She says, "Good morning, how may I help you? Do you need anything?" Did I change the quest name at all? Oh, that's why. You actually need to add a quest into the quest status here. So I forgot to do that. So make sure you add the quest into the quest status there. So it means this necessarily won't work. You could just make a temporary, call it filler quest or temp, and just leave it as is so that this has something to fill without casting you any errors. Alright, so now we are going to try this one more time. New game, rustle up on her. I did turn off the select, the mouse click to select, so we're going to use the E button to interact for this project. If we use talk to you later, have a great night or day or whatever, and we can just press E again, talk back to her. Thanks for coming to da 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 da. You can again leave and just continue. I shall return. Now if we click on our quest log here, as you can see, defeat evil samurai, we click on it, all our questing information is right here that we need. Like I said, this looks really ugly, so we will work this out to make it look really fancy at some point, so let's do it. Now all we have to do is kill this damn samurai, so let's get this skill, put it on action key 1, so I can use my 1 button here to just kind of wreck him. Okay, what? Am I even killing it? I am. But why wasn't his health bar showing up is the question. Alright, so I did kill him. As you may notice, there's no way to tell that you completed the quest, which is obviously a complete bummer. I understand this. We will be working on adding that to it. Don't worry. Don't worry, I won't leave you guys hanging. As because when we set that, she's always going to say good morning, you say, do you need anything? And then it says, it'll continue the speech. So instead of do you need anything, we should probably respond with good morning, and then it'll do this. And then here are your rewards for this mighty task, the XP, the gold. Now if I drop down the demo scene here, click on my character, the experience is 737 because we have the experience from the kill, and I'm level 2 now. There's really like no way to tell that I've completed that quest, like, or gotten the gold right now, so that's kind of crappy. But I can pretty guarantee you that I got the gold. I'm going to stop the video here and fix whatever this is going on and post a simultaneous video with it. So, see you guys later. Quickly, turns out that I actually had more than one samurai created, one that I betaed before making a tutorial, and then the other one I kind of just added to because it was perfect. So I deleted that one just a few seconds ago. So he works fine. Also, these errors with the on skill hit that we got a second ago, now I only have one. I figured out what that's going on. It's having a hard time converting the vector 3 of the hit point, but that's because I think Leslie might have changed something in a new update of Plygame, because it was working fine the previous way. But we're just going to go ahead right into our skills here and into our slash. As you can see, I changed get world position of hit point game object to at position hit point as vector 3. So let's go to our slash, the one I have not fixed yet, as you can see, and we are just going to go straight down into our blocks, down to variables. We're going to go to our temporary variables here and find our vector 3, as you can see, and just remove that, place that in there, and then hit point, hit lowercase, and then point capital, one word. Now when we go to our skills here, height 50%, that might even still be a bit high. I'll put height 25. This one's got height 100. Holy crap. So yeah, now he's gonna want, he hits a little high in the chest, so we're gonna get it like 60. My dude does like maybe 45 because he swings pretty low. So now that your hit height will work flawlessly. Well, it was working at first as well, but with the slight modern change that happened, apparently we had to switch it to the actual as vector 3 instead of using the get position of the game object hit point, which was probably less accurate if we think about it. So we just grab this quest quickly. I have no attack on me, so, but like, as you can see now, the hit's hitting in me, and I can't tell if his is like getting him, but you can tell that his is in my like chest where he's attacking me. Yeah, he's red, so it's hard to tell for his oh yeah, it's hitting him. Just his spawning kind of behind him, I guess, because of his position. No, kill him before he kills me. Oh, he killed me. Okay, well, we currently don't have a respawn, I don't think. Yeah, we'll be doing a respawn at some point. But anyway, you kill him, you already know that I'll get the XP and everything. In the next episode, or I mean tutorial, we're going to be setting up some smaller things to, you know, so we can see our currency inside of our bag. We're probably going to put a small basic terrain. We're just going to kind of touch up on a few things to make our stuff look nicer and more game-wise now that we have a little bit of our mechanics going. So until then, take care, guys.